Hi guys, welcome back. I'm gonna be doing a swatch video of some new colors that I got this month. So the first color I'm swatching here is French Ultramarine by Vinci. And I was just running low on my M-Gram and Van Gogh tubes, and I wanted to get one that would harden in the pan rather than the M-Gram, so I'm trying this one out. And the next color I just swatched there is Smalt by Winsor & Newton. I just was struck by the beauty of this color, and I know it's very similar to ultramarine blue, but I went ahead and got a tiny tube to test it out. I'm very happy with it. I can mix something similar, but I love it so much that I wanted it to be in a tube. There below, the ultramarine, the French ultramarine, I swatched M-Grams, the second one, which is just the ultramarine PB29, and then the bottom one is Van Gogh's ultramarine blue. It is the Van Gogh one is the closest to Winsor & Newton that I had already. Here I'm swatching Moonglow from Daniel Smith. I have heard so much about this color and kept putting it off because I knew I could mix it, and I did mix it, did a few paintings with the mix. Decided I really wanted it pre-mixed in a tube, and I wanted the separation that this one gives. And next here I am swatching PV55, which is quinacridone purple from Daniel Smith. I never would have picked this color out. I only got it because my husband walked in while I was watching a swatch video and said, "Wow, what's that color?" And so I got it. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it more than any other purple and pink that I have. Here I'm swatching PR122 by Schmincke's. It's purple magenta. I thought that was my favorite pinky purple, but no. And then the bottom here I'm swatching Carbazole Violet by Daniel Smith, which is dioxazine violet. I didn't have anything like the quinacridone purple. I'm so happy with it. I'm definitely going to be buying a large tube when I run out of that. At the bottom here, I'm swatching M-Gram's Ultramarine Pink. And I wasn't very happy with this color. It's a fine color. I'm probably going to pass it along. I don't like that it doesn't dry all the way. It's kind of boring to me. Up at the top here is Naphthalide Maroon by Daniel Smith. I had Perylene Violet by Schmincke, which I'm about to swatch, and I wanted more of it. I love it. It's like a cherry coke color. So I wanted to try the Naphthalide Maroon because it's a little cheaper and it's a little different. Has just a touch different color to it. It's almost the same though. I don't know which one I like better. I didn't get the Daniel Smith's version of Perylene Violet, but I almost did just to compare and decided that was wasteful and I shouldn't do that, so I got the Naphthalide. I won't be getting any more Schmincke colors just because they're expensive and I don't love their formula more than anything else. Up here I'm swatching Perylene Maroon by Vinci. I'm really happy with this color. It's not exactly as deep as I was expecting. I did a lot of research on swatches and videos, and I thought it was going to be a little bit deeper, but I still love it. I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to see how it applies in paintings. Below it, I'm swatching Vinci's Permanent Alizarin Crimson or Alizarin Crimson Quinacridone. It's PV19. They're different enough that I'm glad I have both. But it's this most similar thing I had to the Perylene Maroon. A lot of companies put the Perylene Maroon with the browns. I don't know why. Maybe it mixes more like a brown than a red, but I consider it a red. Here I'm swatching PO73 from Vinci, which is Pyrrole Orange, but they call it Vinci Orange. I thought I was buying the transparent Pyrrole Orange PO71 because on the website on Dick Blick it said that it was transparent Pyrrole Orange, but it did list the correct pigment as PO73. I emailed them about it because it was quite confusing. And then below that I swatched Daniel Smith's Pyrrole Orange, which is, I would say, a touch pinker. The only reason we buy this color is to make shell pink, and I don't know if we really need to do that, but my daughter loves shell pink, so. And at the bottom there is Organic Vermilion from Daniel Smith. I wanted to see how it compared to the oranges and reds there. Up at the top here is Raw Sienna from Da Vinci, which is PBR 7. It is so similar to the tone of French ochre that I have from Daniel Smith, but it can be so much deeper and it's just a little bit warmer. But they're so similar, and I love French ochre from Daniel Smith. However, I don't love the way that it re-wets and is kind of a thin, I don't know. Anyways, I'm very happy with this color I got. And at the bottom here is the regular yellow ochre from Schmincke. It's so different. It is actually the same. Never mind, I don't know what I was saying. It's a little opaque. I don't love using yellow ochre. I don't know if I'll repurchase it. I like to use a yellow or like a raw sienna color. Okay, this is green gold from Da Vinci. Daniel Smith calls it green gold deep. It's the single pigment green gold. I am so excited about this. I want to make olive greens and mossy colors with this, sap colors. I'm so happy with this purchase. Below it there, I'm swatching Serpentine from Daniel Smith. It's probably the closest thing I have to it because I don't want to buy a nickel azo yellow because my daughter uses my paints, so I try to avoid anything that's like remotely a little bit worrisome. And then at the bottom here is Green Gold by Daniel Smith, which is the mix of 3 different pigments. It does have nickel azo yellow in it, I believe. I should probably go look at my paints. And it's not the same at all. So up at the top here is Green Apatite Genuine. I didn't get this color originally because I picked out Serpentine and Jadeite, and I thought between the two of those, Apatite's kind of in the middle, I can probably mix this color. But then I saw so many people raving about it, and so in my next purchase I went ahead and got it because I had already run out of Serpentine, and not run out, but I had like used up my tube and had it in pans. So then here I am swatching Terre Verte, which is the mix from Daniel Smith below. It's the closest thing I have, and Phthalo Green Yellow shade. None of them are very similar. And then at the top here is Diopside, which is another purchase that I said, oh, I don't need. It's kind of similar to Jadeite, which there I'm swatching Jadeite. I prefer Jadeite. It's an amazing, beautiful color. I maybe kind of wish I didn't get Diopside. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll end up using it a lot. But just looking at it by itself, I much prefer Jadeite, Serpentine, and Green Apatite. So here at the bottom, I'm swatching Emerald from Sennelier, which is a hue. It's made from PG36, and I'm convinced it has white in it, even though it's not listed. So you can see that I didn't really have anything the same as Diopside, but I have things similar to it. Here, I'm swatching Viridian from Da Vinci. I didn't need this shade because I have PG7 Phthalo Green Blue shade, but I kept finding that I wanted a granulating green that's a blue green and not a cobalt. I know Viridian also has some toxicity concerns, as does cobalt, but after researching it, I decided that Viridian would be a better risk than cobalts. I don't want to buy cobalts anymore. And there I swatched the Phthalo Green Blue shade beneath it, almost the same. Here is Da Vinci's Perylene Green, the dark one I just swatched. I'm very happy with it. It's nothing crazy beautiful to look at to me, but I'm excited to use it in mixes and shadows and paintings, landscapes. Here is Sodalite from Daniel Smith. It's a Primatech. I almost didn't get this, and I can't tell you how happy I am with this color. Just on its own, it is so beautiful to look at. The granulation is amazing. I kept talking myself out of it because I have Kyanite already, which I just swatched below it. However, Kyanite is so sparkly, the reason that I got it. is because it's sparkly to begin with, but after painting with it for a while, I've decided I don't necessarily love the sparkliness. And then I'm pretty sure I just swatched M. Graham's blue, in Anthra blue over there, PB60, and then over here I just swatched lamp black. I just wanted a matte flat black because I already had lunar black, which granulates highly, and I absolutely love. I kept telling myself, I don't need another black, I don't need another black, but then I kept finding that I really did want another black that's flat for the eyes of animals, because I just didn't feel right using a pen. I want to use all watercolors. There I'm swatching neutral tint from Winsor & Newton 2 times, under Moonglow and under the black, next to the black. It's quite different from both. And then here, the third, that purple I just swatched in between Moonglow and neutral tint is not Moonglow, it is Sugilite. I just labeled it as Moonglow, but it is Sugilite from Daniel Smith. It's a Primatech. It is so beautiful. I'm so happy. I didn't get Moonglow originally because I had this, but it has sparkle in it and it's not similar enough. There I just swatched Violet Hematite Genuine. It's quite brown. And here I'm swatching Turner's Cobalt Violet. It's so different. I love this Cobalt Violet color, but I don't think I'll get it ever again. Here's Terra Rosa from M. Graham, a super beautiful, slightly rosy brown. It's not very similar, but I wanted to see it next to the brownie reds. Here they are. I'm trying to show you the sparkle of Sugilite, and you can see how I mislabeled that. So bad. And here they are all close up. I'm so excited about the green gold single pigment version, and the Sodalite, and the quinacridone purple, which was on the other page. I'm so happy about these. You can see the granulation of Sodalite there and how deep and like luscious it is. So excited. Here I'm showing the sparkle of Sugilite. It's so sparkly. And I love that, but I've been finding that it kind of takes away from paintings in a certain way. I love looking at it when I swatch it, but in paintings it's not necessarily my thing. I like it for my sketchbook, but when I do a painting for the wall, I don't love the sparkle. There you can see Smalt. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. Really happy with that one as well. And I love the French Ultramarine. It does granulate more than you can see here. It looks like Van Gogh granulates more, but it doesn't. There you can see how the Naphthalmide Maroon dried next to the Perylene Violet. And it does dry a little bit more appealing to me. The Perylene colors dry very like flat and almost faded. It's always a little disappointing to see when they dry, even though I do love a couple of different Perylenes. The Perylene Maroon doesn't fade so much there from Da Vinci, and you can see how much it has a little bit more brown deepness to it compared to the PB19 below. Nothing special with the orange there. I don't love orange. The raw sienna I'm very happy with. It's a beautiful color, and I've read that it doesn't make green when mixed with blues, so people use it in sun situations. I haven't tried that yet. The green gold, oh, so excited about that. I found that if you mix green gold with the genuine green apatite genuine, I do get a very similar color to Serpentine. So for now, I'm not going to repurchase Serpentine. But you just can't remake any of these Primatechs. You can get something close. I've gotten something very close to Jadeite, mixing lunar black with a blue and a yellow. I feel like I could have gone without getting diopside. I'm glad I got to try it, but I did get a whole big tube. It's all they had, and it wasn't a super expensive Primatech, so I'm not too disappointed, and I'm glad to have it, but I personally could have gone without it. It might be your favorite color, and you will probably love it. But I like to have those granulating greens for grasses and moss and without having to mix. And the diopside, I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to use it for. I'm going to have to mix it. Here I'm labeling a swatch that I did off camera, Cobalt Teal Blue from Daniel Smith, just to show you how it compares to those greens and to the Viridian. It's the only granulating bluey green that I had. All in all, I'm really happy with these purchases. I feel like they filled some holes in my collection, especially Sodalite. I really talked myself out of that for months, and I'm so glad I finally got a little tube. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy a big tube when I run out. We'll see. Maybe I won't be using it in paintings. Maybe I'll only want to swatch it. Maybe I'll make a giant swatch the size of my wall to hang on my wall just to look at that color all day. Not that I'm in my room all day, but you know, when I wake up and go to bed. So beautiful. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.